Sister Wives Kody Brown breaks Instagram silence, with Special Forces news fans outraged. Kody Brown has finally broken his social media silence, and fans are completely losing it. After months of online silence and keeping an unusually low profile following intense backlash from Sister Wives Season 18 and the heartbreaking death of his son Garrison, Kody returned to Instagram. But instead of posting something thoughtful, healing, or even personal, his comeback centered around a shocking announcement. He's reportedly in talks to appear on Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. Yes, you heard that right. The same Kody Brown who's been criticized for emotional neglect, failed marriages, favoritism toward Robin, and a collapsing family structure, now wants to be seen as a warrior, a survivalist, a role model for endurance and discipline? Fans are outraged. And they're not holding back. According to insider sources, Kody's announcement was less about humility and more about publicity. His post hinted at the idea that he's preparing for a new journey that will test his limits and redefine how people see him. The cryptic message was paired with a selfie showing him in military-style gear, along with hashtags like New Chapter, Special Forces, and Unbreakable. The timing? Couldn't be worse. Not only is the Brown family still grieving the loss of Garrison, who died earlier this year in a tragic and deeply emotional incident that shook fans to their core, but tensions are still extremely high between Kody and his estranged wives. Christine, Janelle, and Mary have all spoken out in interviews, podcasts, and cryptic Instagram posts about how Kody's actions, both on and off camera, drove them to break away from the family unit. So for Kody to reemerge and shift the spotlight onto a reality TV competition of all things? Fans are calling it tone-deaf at best and opportunistic at worst. One fan commented, "This man couldn't show up for his children, but he's ready to get yelled at by drill sergeants on national TV? Clown behavior." Another wrote, "Your son just passed away, and this is the legacy you want to promote? You couldn't even handle plural marriage. What makes you think you're ready for combat-style challenges?" The backlash has been fast and furious. Reddit forums lit up instantly. Longtime Sister Wives viewers felt this was just another example of Kody trying to reclaim public sympathy and relevance, but in all the wrong ways. After being portrayed as controlling, emotionally distant, and completely inflexible when it came to his wife's needs, it appears Kody is now attempting to rewrite his public image by portraying himself as a rugged, resilient man of strength. But this rebranding isn't working on everyone. Even neutral fans, those who once gave him the benefit of the doubt, are beginning to question what his priorities truly are. Why is he more focused on building a new TV persona than repairing broken family bonds? Why hasn't he addressed Garrison's death with the sensitivity and depth it deserves? In fact, there has been no official statement from Kody addressing the loss directly. While Janelle and the rest of the Brown family have posted heartfelt tributes, shared memories, and expressed raw pain, Kody has remained mostly absent until now. And rather than acknowledging grief, healing, or family unity, his big return is tied to what many are calling a shallow, attention-seeking move. It didn't help that Robin allegedly liked and shared Kody's post within minutes, adding fuel to the already burning fire. Critics argue this proves once again how out of touch the two have become with the emotional realities of the rest of the family. One particularly harsh but viral comment read, "Robin and Kody live in a delusion." Meanwhile, real life is falling apart around them. And now Kody wants a medal for doing push-ups on TV? What's more, many viewers feel that Kody's post came off as overly polished and scripted, as if he's trying to leverage the tragedy and the controversy surrounding his image to pivot into a new type of fame. A fame rooted not in family values or plural marriage ideals, but in solo ventures and personal branding. And this shift hasn't gone unnoticed. In recent months, there have been increasing rumors that Kody has been shopping around ideas for a Kody-centered reality spin-off, perhaps focused on rebuilding his life or starting over post-divorce. Some say the Special Forces idea is just the beginning of a larger campaign to reshape himself into a new kind of TV star, one no longer defined by his wives or his children, but by his own narrative. But viewers aren't buying it. Kody's reputation has been on a steep decline, and most of it stems from his behavior over the past several seasons. Fans watched him alienate his wives one by one, favoring Robyn to the point of near abandonment of the others. His lack of accountability, dismissive attitude, and obsession with control were cited again and again by Christine, Janelle, and Mary as major reasons for leaving. So now that he's trying to paint himself as a man of discipline and leadership, it just feels like gaslighting to fans who saw how he treated his family. There's also speculation that Kody's involvement in special forces may not even be confirmed. Some fans believe the entire post was a publicity stunt, meant to test the waters and see how fans would react before he finalizes any deals. If that's the case, the reaction has been overwhelmingly negative. The message is clear. The public isn't ready to forgive, forget, or move on just because Kody throws on a camouflage vest and smiles for the camera. And then there's the question of sincerity. If Kody was genuinely looking to grow, heal, and step into a new chapter, fans say they would have appreciated a more honest, emotionally grounded approach. Something reflective. Something about Garrison. Something about mending bonds with his other children. Or even acknowledging the hurt he's caused. Instead, what they got was a filtered Instagram selfie and a vague caption about pushing through limits. To many, it read like a PR stunt. An image overhaul. A calculated attempt to flip the script. But the internet remembers. Viewers remember. And the wounds, both for the Brown family and the fanbase, are still far too fresh. That said, there are still a few defenders in the crowd. Some fans believe Kody might genuinely be trying to redeem himself through personal challenges and public transparency. They argue that everyone deserves a second chance, even a deeply flawed father and husband like Kody. They suggest that a show like Special Forces could humble him, push him, and possibly even give him a new perspective on life, family, and loss. But even those fans agree if Kody wants to change the narrative, he has to start at home. Not on TV. Not on Instagram. Not with military cosplay and hashtags. But with real, difficult, face-to-face conversations. With his kids. With the wives he hurt. With the fans he betrayed through broken promises and performative values. Until then, no amount of screen time or dramatic obstacle courses will be enough to win people back. Because in the world of sister wives, strength isn't about surviving a boot camp. It's about showing up for your family, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. And right now, it seems Kody still doesn't understand that.